Good morning, future me. I hope you're behaving yourself and that past me hasn't given you too many difficulties to struggle with. Slightly different. I'm starting the morning in my car, as you can see. I have driven to a village called Sal, and I've done this trek before. My memory's not the greatest. I'm just looking behind me because there's this guy that tried to signal to me. He looks quite dishevelled and it looks like he's coming towards my car. I'm a bit scared. This starting point I can't remember, it doesn't look familiar to me. But I just checked Wikiloc on my Apple Watch, and it says that I am I'm on the trail. So I want to get out of the car and have a walk around and look at the green line, but this guy is coming towards me and it's freaking me out. I don't know whether you can see him. No, oh God. All right, pray for me. God, that is the first time I've felt scared in this country. He came right up to my window and he was gesturing, and I just went like that, and then I just turned and I just looked ahead and just ignored, and he lunged towards the window and then laughed and then left. I'm a bit scared to get out the car now. He's walking away. That's very unusual for this country. It's extremely safe. He had very, very rotten teeth. I don't know whether he's drunk. That was really scary. He's still walking away. He's kind of ambling around. He's waving at someone else now. God, I'm scared. But I've come this far. It's about a 40-minute drive. I want to go for this hike. What's he doing? Oh no, he's looking back at me. I'm scared to get out the car. Oh no, he's sitting down. Okay. I'm gonna try. Okay, the trail is taking me away from him, but I just look behind and he's walking in this direction, but a bit slower than me. I don't know, is he going to do something to my car? Just double check that I've locked it. Alright, I'm just gonna walk the trail. I'm walking fast. I mean, at least it's making me walk brisk. Oh, my neck, I wanted a nice peaceful morning. 7th day, having removed the thing from my life that's going to improve things. So I'm able to get up early in the morning, and it's a beautiful morning. I'll show you the trail. That's the wadi. Oh, I think I want to get into the wadi. Yeah, I'm going to get into the wadi. I can climb over rocks. See, it's a bit of a steep, sandy trail down into the wadi. I'm going to stop filming so I can focus on balancing. If you don't know, a wadi is a dried up riverbed. Some are lovely and quite impressive like this that you can walk through. Some are very underwhelming, but this is a really nice one, and it allows me to the rocks, which I enjoy doing. So yes, I will keep you updated on my progress. By the way, this is why women say they choose the bear. You see, when I've done this before, I started off the trail on the foliage. You see that short, what looks like a little short wall? That's a foliage. That's how they get water from the top of the mountains. It runs down the foliage and provides villages with water. But a lot of them are out of use. This one's out of use. But it eventually ends up with you coming into the wadi. So I'm doing it slightly different this time. I started in the wadi, although it is fun doing the foliage. A little bit scary because they're quite narrow, but fun. But anyway, this is also fun. Get to climb over these rocks. Okay, this is where you kind of go on use your hands as well to climb over these rocks. Wish I had someone with me so I could film me climbing over these rocks. I don't want to balance my phone anywhere in case it falls and breaks. Anyway, having fun. It's really sweaty, I should have come earlier. Can we just appreciate the silence? Now that says in Arabic, I think the first letter is A, even though it doesn't normally have that cross at the top. Abunhash. I don't know what that means, I'll look it up when I get home. Sometimes people mark trails, but they usually mark them with colours. So I wonder what that means. Ah, you see? It's written in English letters now. Abu is Abu. I think it's son of. Ab is father. I think Abu is son of. And Nash, I don't know what that means. Well, maybe it's son of and then someone's name. For my breath, I just had to climb over some rocks where I needed my upper body strength. I needed to be able to propel myself with one leg and kind of do a little bit of jumping. It felt a bit like parkour. I'm sure it felt more impressive than it actually looked, but that is why I am focusing on exercising every day and strength training and improving my cardiovascular. I'm 40 and I want to be able to do stuff like this for decades. So there would have been a time when I was too weak or too scared to do a bit of rock rambling, clambering we'll call it, rather than rock climbing. So that's why I'm doing it. More Arabic writing. Hang on. Rajal Qaboos. Well, Qaboos is Sultan Qaboos, the late Sultan. Rajal without the R is man. With the, I mean, when I say R, not R, ah. So it's R, J, R, L. Rajal. Sometimes they put the R in it. The R, the A, long A, when it's plural. Ah, you see, we're at a foliage now, another one. So I just have to be careful because there's sharp branches and it's very narrow. And I'm going to have to duck under that leaf. I just found some shade to sit and catch my breath. I've done this all wrong. I always do this. I knew it'd be hot, I knew it'd be sweaty. I'm like, it's only 5k, I'll power through. Why do I do that? Why do I punish my body like this, who's working so hard to help me get strong? I feel a bit dizzy. I'm very thirsty. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I don't look after myself properly. If a friend was doing this, I'd be saying, get water, get electrolytes. I had a good breakfast. Maybe I should have put some peanut butter in it for fats. I had oats, oat milk, and raspberries. So fibre, carbs, and protein powder. Going to catch my breath here for a bit. So took a slight shortcut. What the trail would normally do, I'd go to the end of the wadi, come back, and then you start on this kind of trail around the mountain. I decided not to go to the end of the wadi, so now I'm kind of coming on my way back, and at some point the trail will take me up around the mountain. So I think I've only got about 3 kilometres left. Is that right? Hang on. Yeah, 3 kilometres, which means I've only done 2 kilometres, which, walking on flat road, I guess that would be nothing, but this is clambering over rocks and it's extremely hot and sweaty. I am trying to justify myself. I'm feeling a bit annoyed with myself. But I've got to remind myself, the past week or so, I've hit personal bests with running / walking 5Ks. So you got out, Laura, and you did what you wanted to do. You were going to do a lower body workout, but then you were like, you know what, actually I really would like to go for a hike, so you did that instead. So well done you for not being so rigid. But prepare better next time. Have some Picari Sweat with you, for goodness sake, and when in your breakfast have some fats as well. Always learning, always growing, even at 40. I'm taking the foliage back because I just don't have the energy for any more elevation or rock climbing. Right, I'm going to stop filming because I need to focus. Fuck. Can I go that way? Never such a glorious sight have I seen. Hello, Meg. Oh, back in the AC. Alright. You need a bit of talking to, but first we're going to drive back into town and get some. I'm going to go to McDonald's, get Coke, water, some chicken nuggets to give myself immediate energy. Then I'm going to go to the supermarket, get some Picari Sweat, and reason being McDonald's is closer than the supermarket, so it's tied me over. I'm feeling very dizzy, and then we'll debrief. Okay, we're halfway home. Stopped at a garage. There was no McDonald's, but there was a tiny little supermarket, so I got water, Picari Sweat, and just because I want it, Coke. So I'm going to sit here, hydrate, wait until I don't feel quite as dizzy, and then finish the journey home. Go to the supermarket, then I'm going to debrief whilst putting my makeup on because I'm going to go to work. Okay, back from the supermarket. I have showered. I've not done my hair, so I just put it up in a messy bun. Right, you need a talking to, you. It was a good learning experience, reflecting on how I treat myself and therefore how I should treat myself in the future. I knew it would be hot, I knew it would be sweaty, I knew it would be a little bit uncomfortable, but only 5K, whatever, I'll just push through it, it's fine. It was not fine. I got extremely dizzy. I didn't end up doing the elevated ridge walk. I stayed in the wadi, although I did go on the foliage at one point, because it would have just been dangerous. And it wasn't too long ago, I went to mountains called Jebel Akhdar and tried to do a 10-kilometre hike, and some of that was rock climbing. Like, you were climbing rocks and there was a sheer drop. And I hadn't eaten properly, I hadn't hydrated properly, I was dizzy, I was weak. I was an idiot. I could have severely hurt myself. I could have died, and I'm not being over-exaggerating there. At one point I was sending a pin to my friends like every 15-20 minutes or so, because I thought I really thought I might break an ankle here, or it would start to go dark, I might get stuck on the mountain in the dark. A friend of mine messaged me saying, oh, it might rain. It's the most dangerous place to be, in a mountain when it rains. Every time it rains, someone dies here. Multiple people die. It's very sad. So, what did I learn? I don't treat myself the way that I would treat someone that I loved. And I don't respect my body in the way that I should. I'm sorry about the sound of the AC. It's very warm, it's very sweaty today, the humidity is over 90%. All the more reason to have taken an electrolyte drink. if I start to struggle with something, it's my natural personality to berate myself and push through rather than reflect on, okay, what is it that I need to do to help myself, not hurt myself in some way. So I'm sort of proud of myself actually, even though I didn't do the full hike. What I did do is I recognised what was going on with my body. I recognised what I hadn't done, what I should have done, and I recognised that for my own safety, I needed to head back. And that's actually a really big win for me. So I'm going to do the hike again in a couple of days' time. In addition to the breakfast I had this morning, I'm going to have a banana and peanut butter. I have bought 3 bottles of Pocari Sweat. I will have, just always admiring the crepiness of a 40-year-old's eyelid. Anyway, I will have a Pocari Sweat in the car before I start walking. I will take one with me and have one mid walk, halfway through, and I'll keep one in the car for when I get back. And I will also take water with me. And I will try to go a little bit earlier, but in all honesty, it doesn't make that much of a difference. You don't want to be doing it in the dark, and as soon as it gets light, it's hitting the 30s anyway, and the humidity can actually be worse in the early hours of the morning. So that's not. Oh, also another thing I want. I should have got it when I was at the shop. A sweatband here, because I just kept having to wipe my eyes, wipe my face, and of course I'd put sunscreen on, but that was probably all gone by like 20 minutes in. So that's another thing, I need to take sunscreen, additional sunscreen with me to protect my skin. So that's what I've learnt. So I just bought some bananas, some peanut butter, Pocari Sweat water. I needed some more tuna, and I've started a new nightly skincare routine, which involves a cleansing oil balm. And I needed flannels to wipe it off afterwards. So I got some flannels. I got 7 purple flannels. I have not had flannels since I was a kid. I always had a flannel when I was a kid, and then they just don't exist in my life anymore. But now they do. They've made a comeback. Over 25 years later. Okay, I'm going to stop this now. I will finish my makeup. I'm not going to do very much. I'm only going to go into work. And then after work, I'm going to have a little tidy around. By the way, I'm on day 7 of removing the thing from my life that I want to remove. And the energy and time that I have to do things that I wouldn't normally do, like pottering about, tidying up, cleaning up, is much improved. So I'm pleased about that. So I'll finish my makeup and then I'll come and say goodbye. Okay, makeup done, very simple. I used this brush. I understand now why people do that, it helps it zoom in. To tiny line, which you can barely see because of my mascara, of hot dog. Oh no, wrong side. Hot dog, jumping frog, almonds, cookies, baby. What song is that? And the change of the lyrics, what television program is that? Not happy. Less than a week. The salon I go to has got a new nail technician and I've not liked her for ages. I've given her about 3 chances. That's it, I'm going to a different salon now. You see how hard my life is? I wouldn't have normally put a lipstick on for such a casual look, but my lips are still bruised. I'd have just put a lip balm on. I used this just a little bit on the cheeks, just a little bit. Couldn't be bothered with the contouring powder, and I used my Beauty Pie pencil. Oh, a bit of dirt on it, so. Different, look, I've got different colours, but they're very, very similar, but I went for this one today. Anyway, future me, enjoy your hike, prepare well, because current me has given you the resources to prepare well. Present me has learned the lessons to help you prepare well. Respect the sun, respect the terrain, respect your body. I hope I've made you proud, and don't do anything like that.